Imagine having your own personal chauffeur who will drive you wherever you want, whenever you like. That must be what it's like to own a self-driving car. As exciting and futuristic as it sounds, self-driving cars are right around the corner. Many famous businesses are pouring millions of dollars into research to develop self-driving cars, and some are on the road even as we speak. This is FactFury, and these are 7 of the most exciting facts about self-driving cars. Number 1. How soon will self-driving cars be available? One of the surprising facts about self-driving cars is how soon they are predicted to take over. Business Insider predicts that by 2020, there will be 10 million self-driving cars on the road. The CEO of BMW said that they plan to release their own self-driving car by the year 2021. They're not on the market now, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't experience a self-driving car yourself. Number 2, self-driving technology is already in many modern cars. Many cars being sold today already have self-driving features, such as sensors that detect when the car is close to an obstacle and automatic braking to avoid collisions. Many higher-end cars on the market even have autopilot, which allows the car to steer itself while on highways. Tesla is one of the car companies that is probably best known for this feature, and they have released a video which shows the car steering all by itself, without the driver even touching the steering wheel. Number 3. Uber uses self-driving cars. If you live in Arizona, there is a possibility that the next Uber you call may not even have a driver. Uber has begun rolling out self-driving cars in the state of Arizona, after regulators in San Francisco put an end to Uber's self-driving project that was taking place in that city. It's crazy to imagine a future where Uber has a fleet of unmanned cars traveling around the city, picking up passengers. Number 4. Self-driving cars from famous car companies. Many car companies have put out exciting concepts of self-driving cars as well as working prototypes. These companies include Rolls-Royce, BMW, and Mercedes. Mercedes has even had its own self-driving car prototype driving around the streets of San Francisco. Named the F-015, this car looks like it came from the future. It features a spacious interior, complete with touchscreen panels, a wood floor, and chairs that rotate 180 degrees so that all passengers are able to face each other. This unique design came from a very different vision of what a car should be. Mercedes was quoted as saying that the car is growing beyond its role as a mere means of transport and will ultimately become a mobile living space. Number 5. How safe are self-driving cars? Safety has been a frequently voiced concern when it comes to self-driving cars. After all, do you really want to put your life in the hands of an automated machine? The good news is that self-driving cars are a lot safer than many people might expect. In fact, they are just as safe as human-controlled cars, if not even safer. For one, self-driving cars don't have blind spots, but their sensors will detect things 360 degrees around the car, while human vision has a much more limited scope. Self-driving cars also will not get distracted the way that humans do. They don't text while driving, they don't play Pokemon Go while driving, or do any of the other unusual things that people have been caught doing while behind the steering wheel. Number 6. How exactly do self-driving cars work? How does a car drive itself? Self-driving cars use a combination of LiDAR units, radar sensors, and cameras to navigate the road. The LiDAR unit is stationed on top of the car, and it rotates continuously to survey the surroundings with laser beams. This is how the car gets a 360-degree image of its environment. Cameras are also on top of the car, and they identify objects that the car must react to, such as pedestrians or traffic lights. Radar sensors are stationed on the corners of the car, and they measure the vehicle's distance from objects on the road. All of these mechanics work together to steer the car autonomously. Number 7. Self-driving cars versus a professional race car driver. Self-driving cars are often considered better at driving than the average human driver. But how would they compare against a truly skilled human driver? Researchers at Stanford tested this question when they decided to pit a self-driving Audi against David Vaudin, an amateur racing champion. The self-driving Audi ended up having a faster track time by 0.4 seconds. Researchers at the Stanford Center of Automotive Research predict that within the next 15 years, they will be able to develop a self-driving technology that will drive with the same skill as Michael Schumacher, a Formula One world champion. That will be it for this episode of FactFury. If you enjoyed it, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. That way I know what kind of content you guys are enjoying and I could get to making more of it. Once again, thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.